Vonnie B, and welcome to Vonnie B's Homemaker Experience. As always, I am so glad that you decided to join me. Today, once again, I will be using my food processor. This time though, I'm using it to prepare ginger root to go into my smoothies. Before we get started now, I want you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. And share it with your family and friends. Also, remember to click the notification bell so that you will be alerted each time I upload a video. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. All right? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Enjoy. All right. I've got my ginger root right here. And I have washed it, but I have not peeled it. And I don't plan to peel it because of the way I'm going to be using it. I'm going to put it in the food processor and it's going to grind it up so finely it's not even going to make any difference whether or not I leave the skin on. I have scraped some of it off and I've trimmed off some of the little knobs off of here. And I think I left one here. I left this end here that has dried out. And so you do want to cut that off. I just wanted to show you that, okay? Okay, so I've got that cut off. And I think I've got another one that I need to, yeah, this one. I wanted you to just see that. Okay, so I'm going to trim that off. You want to trim that off of your ginger root. Okay, so now that's how it look. All right, so now this is ready. Well, it's just about ready to go into the food processor. What I need to do is give it a rough, ginger is so hard, you do need to give it like a rough chop. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, so now I'm just going to put this into the food processor. And we'll just let the food processor do the work. Take it off the edge and push it back down. Once again, I think I'm going to add a little bit of water. I think it's going to be all right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try adding a little more water to it before I change things up here. So let's see if adding the water is going to help it some. All right, let's look. No, I still don't like the way it looks. All right, you see how stringy that is? That's not working. So we're gonna put it in the blender. All right, now. Okay, I'm going to add a little more water to it. Okay. All right, let's check it. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Put it in here. See, that looks much better. Now this is more like the way it should look coming out of the food processor. For some reason, I don't know if it was the ginger or just what, but at any rate, we have it where we need it to be right now. Of course, as you can see, you can use the food processor, but I prefer to use, you can use the blender. You can use the blender for this. I prefer the food processor. It comes out a little bit easier. All right, so I was able to get the ginger out, and this was what's left. You know, it's kind of hard to get it all out, which is why I prefer to use the food processor. But since I'm making smoothies, I'm just going to leave this just like it is and put the ingredients for the smoothie in here, since ginger is going to be a part of the smoothie. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to start my smoothie. Now, as far as ingredients, it doesn't really matter, you know, what you use. I am using my main ingredient is the ginger. When I make smoothies about 5 days a week, and I use ginger each time I make them. Everything else, whatever else I put into the smoothie, you know, yeah, it doesn't really matter. And you can use whatever you want. I like to use the ginger, include the ginger, because from what I understand, it helps to lower your cholesterol level. So anyway, so what I've got in here, I got a couple of mandarin oranges in here. I like to use them because they just peel a little easier. And then I'm going to put about 11 grams of ginger in. Okay. Okay. So this should do it. All right. So I've got the ginger that I just put in. All right. And then I'm going to add a banana. Okay. And I've got this one very ripe banana. And I'm going to okay. And that's just a little bit over 100 grams. Now this smoothie is for 2 people, myself and my husband. And it will end up making about 4 cups of smoothie. One thing I want to mention about when you're making the smoothie, start with your softer ingredients to go at the bottom, and then your heavier or harder ingredients, put them at the top. All right. So now I'm going to add some Greek yogurt, which I like to do. But like I say, you use whatever you want to use. Okay, so I've got about 60 grams of Greek yogurt. And again, you know, it doesn't really matter. You do what you want. But I try to make the same amount each time. So, and this will make, typically this will make 4 cups of smoothie. All right, next I'm going to put in some strawberries, some frozen strawberries. And I've got about 60 grams of some frozen strawberries that is going in. And then I'm going to put my carrots. This is about 6 ounces of carrots. Okay. And another thing that I like to use when I have it available, and that's watermelon rind. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let me just show you, because you're not going to be able to. Here it is, my watermelon rind. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay, another thing I like to use is the watermelon rind. So I'm going to put that in. Okay, that's about 8 ounces of watermelon rind. Yeah, and I guess you didn't know you could use watermelon rind. Yeah, you can. They say it's good for you, so we've got it in there. Okay. I'm going to also add about a half a packet of these little, what they call them, singles to go. These little things. My husband likes the smoothie with the little sweetness added to it. So I'm gonna put about a half of one of these little singles packs in here. Maybe not quite a half. So I just sprinkle it in. And to that, I like to start off with a little water. Not a lot. Okay. And then some ice cubes. Don't need a lot of ice cubes. There we go. So I've got strawberries in here, carrots, watermelon rind, yogurt, banana, oranges, and a little bit of sweetener. And it's all set and ready to blend. Okay. All right, I believe it's ready. Okay, so we're going to use these 2 mules, and this was a gift to me, and I really love them. I use them whenever we make our smoothies. I use them. I do love them. You'd be surprised how much they hold 2 cups, surprisingly. Okay. All right, so here we've got our smoothie, our 2 smoothies. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. They look so beautiful. And then, let me move these over. We've got our smoothies and our ginger and my ginger paste or pureed ginger, however you want to refer to it. And this is all set and ready to go. Now, what we need to do with this ginger, since it will only keep for a few days, maybe 3 or 4 days at the most in the refrigerator in this state. So what I'm going to do is freeze it. And again, like I did the garlic, I'm going to put the ginger in these little bags, these little sandwich bags. Okay, so let's just get it. Put it in here. Let's get as much of the air out. There we go. This is thin enough, so I really don't have to do the scoring, but I will. Okay, we'll do it like that. It's a little thinner. This is a little thinner than the garlic. Okay, and once it freezes, I would be able to easily break it. Break off what I would need. Okay, so there it is. Our ginger and delicious, nutritious smoothies that contain ginger. This wraps up my video for today. I pray that you saw or heard something that was beneficial to you. Now remember to subscribe to my channel, that is Viney B's Homemaker Experience, and share it with your family and friends. Thank you again for joining me, and until next time, God bless you and goodbye.